Hello and welcome once again to a new video on my channel. We are playing Slime Rancher. Now this is a game that I found on Steam randomly, kind of enjoyed it, so I thought I would do a video on it and show you guys what it's all about. Probably won't be a series on it, just a first taste, or you know, maybe 1 or 2 episodes at most, just to show you guys what it's about. If you guys really do enjoy it or something like that, then might consider doing a series, but yeah. So, just call this LP. Save icon. Doesn't really matter which one we choose, but I like the little bandit. We're going to go on adventure and confirm. So, Slime Rancher, what do? Well, you farm slimes. Easy enough, right? 1,000 light years away from Earth, on the planet known as the Far Far Ranch. Not even going to begin trying to say that. Begins her first day as a Slime Rancher. But there we are. We're a Slime Rancher. Now, before I go any further, I want to try and change... Yeah, for some reason, my graphical settings are set to randomness. I think that'll be mine. No. That's better. Hey, look, it's actually in full screen now. I have no idea why my graphic settings were set to sort of the smaller one. But hey, look, a slime. Now, you have this gun. This gun can both sort of suck things up and fire them. So, woohoo! But, so the main game is obviously to farm slimes. And what are you actually farming them for? You're farming them for these, the plorts. So if we go over here, you can see that the plorts sell for different prices depending on... And these do change, so if you don't sell anything for a while, the price of it will go up. This is just sort of an encyclopedia so that you can learn about stuff. But yeah, so as I say, if you don't sell, say, the pink slime, the pink plorts for a long time, the price will rise. And eventually, when you do sell them, they'll be worth a lot more. But we'll sell that one straight away and get to it. Now, I'm going to do these just so that thing disappears. Will it go away? There we go. Yeah, look, there we go. Please, Mr. Tutorial, go away. Doesn't look like I can get rid of the tutorial. Just slightly annoying, but never mind. Okay, so these are the fields. Using them, oh, there we go, there's something to vac up. Using these, you can pop things in, and then they can't get out through the walls. Yes, I've already... Look. There we go, look. And there we go. I really wish the tutorial would go away. Now, as it says, when slimes eat, they produce plorts. You come with me. Boom. So let's go out exploring and find some food for our new little slimes. And as you can see, there are a lot of slimes sometimes in some locations. Pick up loads of carrots. Now, you can only have 4 things at once in your gun. So if you end up with more than that, it just disappears. And there is a stack limit to how much you can carry and so on and so forth. Yay! So that was a gold slime, very, very rare. That's one of the only slimes you can't really capture. But their plorts are worth a ridiculous amount. So, yeah, if you see one, try and feed it as quickly as you can and grab them plorts. I can't believe I saw one, like, straight away at the start of the start of the episode. That's ridiculous. In my other game, I have still never seen one. But, as I say, we can sell all this lot. There we go. And boom! 261 for that. Now it's time to explore, blah blah blah. Yeah. Now, there are several upgrades that you can buy for your corrals. So you can have high walls to make it harder for slimes to get out. Music boxes to soothe slimes so that they don't sort of... It reduces their aggravation. And some of them are rather annoying. The air net, which puts a barrier at the top, so it sort of does the same as the high wall. It just gives that little bit of extra protection from them jumping out. Solar shield. There is one particular slime that will disappear if it's hit by sunlight, so you have the solar shield to protect it. Plort collector, so this thing automatically picks up the plorts for you. Auto feeder, so you don't have to shoot food in there. And demolish, which we aren't going to do. What we are going to do is come over here and start a farm. So if it's a blank area, you can make a corral, you can make a garden, a coop, a silo, incinerator or pond. The pond again is sort of, it's a water source and it is basically for one particular slime. Incinerator, you guessed it, you just get rid of what you don't want. Silo is if you want to store stuff. So you might want to save your plorts for a long time so that they're worth more when you do sell them. This is how you can save them. Coop, so that you can breed chickens. Garden, so you can grow crops. And corral, so you can have more slimes. We're going to have a garden. And we are going to be using carrots in this garden. So all you do is you shoot the carrot in there and it starts growing them. Now, just like the corrals, these have certain upgrades. So you've got the nutrient soil, sprinklers, slime scarer. So slime scarer obviously just keeps slimes away. Sprinkler waters your crops and makes them grow twice as fast. And nutrient soil, basically the crops have a random amount that they will produce at the end of their time. If you have nutrient soil, then it will always produce the most amount. So, can be quite useful. But with that, we don't really need the chicks, so they can go away. Ooh. The name's Hobson Twilgers. The former owner of this ranch you now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember and felt there was one last adventure left for me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around here and around this here land I love. So keep your peepers peeled for notes like these if you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Nice. That's new. Since the last time I played. Wow, plorts. Lots of plorts. Thank you. Now, pink slimes are your sort of base slime. Not very deadly. There's a gigantic slime. If you feed it enough, something happens. So, this is the second area, and we have these slimes, the rock slimes. Now, as you can see, some of these slimes are a little bit bigger. And what happens is, if one slime eats a plort rather, of a different breed. So for example, if my rock slime ate a pink plort, it would become one of these. And if a pink slime eats a rock plort, it becomes one of these. These are slightly more aggro, and you can't suck them up. Even if I had space in the gun, I wouldn't be able to actually suck them up. But you can pick them up like I just did and fire them. So now when you feed these slimes, they will produce plorts of both colours. Ooh. Oh, nice. Map. That's, again, new. So, happy with that. Chickadoos. No, go away. Don't want you. So, when you produce two slimes like this, as I say, they'll produce plorts of both colours when you feed them. They also get other benefits, like if you have a rock slimes have a particular food that's their favourite food, and pink slimes will eat anything. But some of the other slimes will only eat certain food. So if you've got an abundance of a particular food, and you have the rock slime, for example, and you've got its favourite food and it's an easy food to produce, then making a Lagos of a rock slime and the more difficult slime is a really good idea, because you can then feed it the favourite food of the rock slime and not have to worry about the favourite food of the harder slime, and you'll still manage to get the plorts of the harder slime, which can be a godsend. There are some bad things with these guys though. One, they're a lot bigger, so they're harder to move around and, you know, deal with. The second thing is, if this guy, this is a blue and pink slime together. If he eats a plort of another slime, so a third type of slime, he will then become a black slime. And black slimes aren't useful, they do not create plorts of any kind, and they pretty much want to eat everything. They'll infect other slimes and turn them black, and it's just a really bad day. And here we have the tabby slimes. They're so cute. Hello. These guys are all friendly and playful, so I like the rock slimes. Oh, you know what? Hi, Tabby. You two are coming with me. Oh, look, a massive pink tabby. Oh, no, not shoot, collect. Now, as you can see, this area started with 3 different types of slime. So you have the potential, you know, problem of 3 slimes mixing, and if they do, again, bad things happen. I had a great big tree like this here one, like this here one, along the edge of my property back on Earth. It had to be there before anyone could remember. Survived all kinds of changes around it, and then one day I began to notice it was dying. Wasn't anything unnatural, was just its time, I suppose. And then I realised that if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I'd spend my whole life in the same place. I wasn't going to let that happen, so I bought a ticket for the far, far ranch, and the very next day. I can understand that, to be honest. Oh, and that's a treasure pod that you can unlock with in certain ways. And large tabby slime. These guys are so cute. You can't pick up these large slimes, but they want a particular thing from you, and once you give them the particular thing, so this one, for example, it wants the tabby slime's favourite food, and if you feed it enough, it will pop, and it will pop into lots of little tabby slimes, and it will also leave behind something. So some of them leave keys behind so that you can get in locked areas, and some leave other things. Now this is a danger zone. You enter here and you get pretty mean slimes that appear. So these slimes aren't happy to see you. And when something touches the water, that's it, it's gone. Including you, so if you end up in the water, you will basically respawn back at the start base. And boxes contain useful items. So smashing them against walls reveals those items. Ooh. Throw away the carrot. I want that cubeberry. And I know I've just thrown away a lot of food, but having a variety of food on your farm can sometimes be very important. Now, as it gets to night time, different slimes will appear. So sometimes, just because it's the same area you've been before, something new might appear if it's a different time of day. So almost home. Come on. Shoot a fruit or veggie into the depositor. Yeah, I know that. I've already done that. Look, that's why it's growing food. Now you can pull the plants out early like this. Of course, what I want to do is set up a second garden for cube berries. Now this actually grows on a tree, and it acts just the same as the carrots, but in tree form. So eventually it'll have some stuff to... it'll produce some of the cube berries, and they'll fall from the tree. Oh look, there they are. Or you can pull them off the tree in the same way I've just pulled these off. Right, let's... you know what, I'm thinking... Get rid of those guys. I'm thinking of mixing the tabby slimes with the rock plorts. Because tabby slimes like chickens, and it's kind of annoying breeding chickens. Like, I've never managed to get chickens to breed fast enough to sort of reliably feed my slimes. So instead, I'm going to go with the rock slimes mixed with the tabby slimes. Damn, I don't have enough money yet for the corral. Okay. In which case, we are going to have to go out and find more plorts. And, you know, you go away. Ah, look. As I said, new slimes. You going to eat that? No? Do you not eat that? Now, different slimes will only eat certain things, as I said before. So, depending on, you know, what it is, will depend on if you actually get a slime to grow. But, yeah, phosphor slime. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's just make you grow, then feed you carrots. You know, you're going to eat the carrot? There you go. And we managed to get that. Quickest way I can think to get lots of new plorts. Come on, eat the carrot. Thank you. Now, they won't eat indefinitely. They do get full, and then they stop eating for a little while. And depending on what type of Lagos it is, some of them get very annoyed with you trying to pick them up. So, just be careful of that. Like, you do have a health bar, you can be hurt and killed, so just be wary. No, that seems like all of it I'm getting. Alright then, well, let's sell what I've got and see if that's enough. Now, the phosphor slimes are the ones that can't survive in the day, so they're the ones that you don't really want to have in your normal tanks. Perfect. That's enough. So, let us have a corral, please, with 3 of those plorts in it and 3 tabbies. Now the tabbies, as I say, are meat eaters, but by mixing them with the rock slimes, they become omnivores. The tabbies are also ridiculously good at jumping, so yeah. That's one that I'm probably going to need a defense for, because otherwise they will very quickly get out, which isn't really what I want. Right. But there's a chicken for you to eat. There we go. Ow. See, so once you mix them with a more aggressive slime, they will do damage to you. Oh, fired the wrong thing. Oh, I want that. No, not you. And this is why it's a good idea sometimes to have the collection units, because if these guys damage you, then, you know, having the auto collectors means that you don't have to go in the pens, so you don't have to get hurt. So, yeah. But that is where I'm going to leave this off, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more of this. It's a fun game, as I say. It's one of those odd games that you pick up randomly and just have a laugh with. But as I say, let me know if you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you next time.